सय्यदी या हबीब रसूल शर्माए ना मिलकर दुरूद पाक पढ़ें। अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अलैका या सय्यदी या रसूल अल्लाह, अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अलैका या सय्यदी या हबीब अल्लाह, अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अलैका या सय्यदी या रसूल अल्लाह, अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अलैका या सय्यदी या हबीब अल्लाह। औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम, बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। Once again we have been blessed with the great grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The blessings of Aka Salatu Wassalam Sallallahu Alaihi Pak, the blessings of the Bari Ali Al Sharif, and the teachings and supplications of our pure Murshid, so that we can sit here to celebrate the Milad of Allah's dearest, Allah's first creation, Allah's greatest creation, Aka Salatu Wassalam. First and foremost, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everybody.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I'd just like to talk today about the power of truth. The power of truth, the power of telling the truth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one surah which we read in every single namaz, in every single rakat, is Surah Fatiha. And in Surah Fatiha, there is one place. As I've said before, Surah Fatiha is actually a conversation that a person has with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're actually having a conversation in Surah Fatiha with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one of the things we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Fatiha is, Ya Allah, show me the path of those that you have graced, that you have favored. Show me the path of those that you have favored. In another ayat, I think it's ayat 26 in Surah Nisa. Allah forgive me if I've got the wrong one, but you know which ayat I'm talking about. Here we are told which are the favored ones. Allah tells us which are the favored people. It is the prophets, the Anbiya, the truthful, the Siddiqeen, the Shohada, the martyrs, and the Salihin, the friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In this, one of the categories is the Siddiqeen, the truthful. So we are asking Allah, Ya Allah, show me the path of those that you have favored. We are being told there are 4 categories. Of them, one category is the Siddiqeen. In another place in the Quran Kareem, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, achieve piety, achieve the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and be with those who are truthful. I'll read the ayat and Hafizah can correct me if I'm wrong. Hopefully I won't get it wrong. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu taqullaha wa akunu ma'as sadiqeen. O you who believe, achieve the fear of Allah, achieve piety, and be with those who are truthful. There are, I'm sure, many other places in the Quran Kareem this will be mentioned as well. Now, let me share with you just one hadith. Remember what did I say? I'm going to show you the power of telling the truth. I have shared with you ayats from the Quran Kareem which tell us to be with the truthful. And the hadith I will share with you. Somebody comes to the Bargah wa Salatu Wassalam. He comes to the court of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and says, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I commit many sins. I commit so many different sins. And I try my best, but I can't stop them. And of the sins that he talks about, so many other sins, I won't go into the detail. I've only got till 9 o'clock. One of the things he mentions is that I lie as well. I don't tell the truth. So when he finishes Aka Salatu Wassalam, he says, Ya Rasulullah, just tell me one thing. Just tell me one thing, which I promise I will then stop. I can't stop all of them, but I will stop one thing.
Subhanallah, subhanallah.
And Aka Salatu Wassalam says to him, okay, in that case, stop lying. From this day onwards, only speak the truth. So he says, that's easy. He says, that's easy. From today, I will only speak the truth. So goes away and is there getting ready to commit his first sin, whatever that may be, whether it's robbing a house or whatever. And he is about to do that. But just as about is about to commit that sin, he remembers, if I commit this sin, and when I present myself in the court of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he asks me, did you commit that sin? Then I'm going to have to tell him the truth, because I've promised I will tell the truth. So I'm going to have to speak the truth. And he says, I don't want to be embarrassed, I don't want to become, I've sworn with the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that I will speak the truth. So he stops. Because of that one thing, he says, right, I won't commit that sin. Then it comes to the time of the second sin. Whatever it is, as I said, there is a list, but I won't go. But the point is understanding what's happening here. So he thinks about the second sin. Okay, I'll commit this sin. He's about to commit the sin. The same thing, so a thought occurs to him. And he says, if I commit this sin, and I present myself in the court of Aka Salatu Islam, and I'm asked about it, I'm going to have to tell the truth. And I'm going to be so embarrassed in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that Ya Rasulullah, I've committed this sin. So it goes through all of the sins that he had. Every single sin he's giving himself. He's thinking, I'll do this. Then he said, no, I won't be able to present myself in the court of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So just by that one thing, this is the power of telling the truth, like I said to you at the beginning. So because he has promised that he will tell the truth, the power of that truth and the promise to tell that truth, the power of that is so great that because of a result of that, it saves him from committing any of the other sins as well. Now we should all look at ourselves in our daily lives. As I said, and people know here, I'm not an alim, I'm a nobody. But what I try to take away from here, and what I try to pass on, is if we learn something good, then we should try and act on it. Like with the Quranic Kareem, everything you should learn from the Quranic Kareem, if there is a hukum in there, if there is a message in there, if there is a guidance, obviously the whole of the Quranic Kareem is guidance. But we should be doing amal on those things which we learn as well. And we should just, every single thing, so many things we say, we don't even think it's telling a lie. We don't think about it. Oh, I said it as a joke. I did this, I was just joking about. I did this, I just did it as a joke. So many things. Somebody on the 1st of April, many years ago, I will share this story with you. They thought it was April Fool's Day. And this lady rang somebody and said, your son has had a serious accident. She thought, I'm just making her a fool. That so-and-so's had a serious accident and he's in hospital. So this mother or whoever the person was went running to the hospital, all around the hospital asking for this person. This is the time, this is many years ago before this mobile phones. This is also a blessing, isn't it? Now we can find out straight away if we use it for the right thing. If we use it for the right thing, this is also a blessing. But you've got to use it for the right thing. Anyway, in those days, so this lady, it's some people that we knew personally. So the lady who had phoned, she thought, when it came back to it, like this lady spent all day at hospital running around, asking people, and she could barely speak a word of English as well. So can you imagine what trouble, the pain she went through all of that day, just because somebody thought they were joking. Because it's April Fool's Day, I'll just do a joke. So always think about these things, that there is guidance for us. And this hadith I've shared with you, that just promise yourselves, as from today, whatever it is we won't tell any lies. We will always try to speak the truth. And then you will see the power of truth. Because any other, little things, any little sins or any other little things that we commit, it will stop you from that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and foremost give me the the tawfiq to speak the truth always. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me the tawfiq to learn the truth and then to spread the truth.
खताब कर रहे थे आज मोहम्मद आरिफ साहब और तमाम हजरात अपने दिल की तरफ मुतवज्जो होकर अल्लाह करीम का जिक्र करें। अल्लाह 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 Allah